大家好，我是 Eddie，欢迎来到 ChineseEddieG. Hi guys, this is Eddie. Welcome to my channel. In today's lesson, we will be studying a grammar point from HSK Level 4 textbook, Lesson 1. The grammar point is 从来. Let's get started. 我们开始吧。从来 actually is an adverb, meaning the situation is always the same from past to now. Usually it is in a negative sentence, but it doesn't mean it could be in a positive sentence as well. So if we talk about 从来 in English, the translation would be never or always. Now we're gonna take a look at the 3 example sentences and break down the sentences word by word. Sentence number 1. 第一句，老张这个人开会从来不迟到，今天到现在还没来，可能是有什么事情，你打个电话问问他吧。老张这个人开会从来不迟到，今天到现在还没来，可能是有什么事情，你打个电话问问他吧。老张 this person would never be late for a meeting. However, today, he hasn't showed up until now. There might be something happened. Please, you make a call to ask him. One thing I want to clarify is that I don't mean to give you a crappy English translation. As you know that I used to be an English teacher. I have a good English translation for it. However, I think translating the sentence literally word by word will make you have a better understanding of our Chinese language. I mean the structure and the order. Yeah, just want to clarify this. In this sentence, 从来 means never because it's a negative sentence. Now let's break down all the sentences word by word. 老张 is a person's name. Actually, to be specific, Zhang is a Chinese family name. It's one of the top 10 family names, very popular in China. 老 literally means old. So what does old Zhang mean? Old Zhang, 老张, that's just how we call a person who is older than you, especially in a situation of workplace. Like you want to address your colleague, but that colleague is senior, older than you, then, you want to be friendly. You want to show that you're a good friend. So you can say 老张. But remember, only if that person is older than you or at least, has a similar age with you. Otherwise, if a person or a colleague is so much younger than you, you would say 小张, which means little 张, 小张。这个人 this person. 老张这个人 老张 this person. You probably wouldn't say something like this in English, but in Chinese, we want to focus 老张 this person. We actually will say 这个人 meaning this person. We want to emphasize 老张 this person. 开会 have a meeting. 开 is the verb to use for a meeting. Please remember that. 会 is a conference or a meeting. 从来 never. 不迟到 don't be late. 不迟到迟到 means be late. 今天 today. 到现在 until now. 到 means up to or until or till. 现在 means now. 还没来 still don't come. 还 means still. 没来 don't come. So 还没来 together means still haven't showed up. 可能 perhaps or maybe. 是 means is, are, or am. 有什么事情 have something, because 什么 literally means what. It sounds like a question word, but here it's not. 什么事情 it means a something here. 你打个电话 you make a call. In English, if it's an imperative sentence like please do something or give an order or a suggestion, you don't necessarily put subject. And I don't think you ever will put subject when you when you talk about an imperative sentence in English, right? In Chinese, you could actually put subject when you talk to the person you want to speak to. So here you see 你打个电话 you make a call.Make a call. 问问他 问 to ask. 问问 is also to ask. 他 him. 把 is a word at the end of a sentence, always at the end of a sentence to mean a suggestion. If you say 把, that's probably a suggestion. Move on to the second sentence. 第二句虽然我们认识的时间不长，但我从来没这么快乐过。虽然我们认识的时间不长，但我从来没这么快乐过。Although we haven't known each other for a long time, I've never been happy like this. A very good sentence structure or a grammar point in the whole sentence is 虽然但It means although. Now in English, when you say although, you don't say but. When you say but, you don't say although, correct? However, in Chinese, you can say both, and actually you must say both. 虽然 literally is although, 但 means but. So although but can be used together in Chinese language. Now, in this sentence, let's go back to our original grammar. Our grammar today is never, 从来. As you can see, again, in the second sentence, 从来 indicates negative. Now let's break the sentence word by word. 虽然 although, 我们 we, 认识 to know. When I say to know, I mean to know somebody, to know a person. 时间 means time. 认识的时间 means the time we know each other. So it's kind of like a clause, the time which we know each other. Now you can treat 认识的 as an adjective. We have discussed in the past, 的 is a word to indicate adjective function. 认识的时间, the time know each other. 不长 not long. 但 but 我 I 从来 never 没 haven't 这么 this 快乐 happy 过 is a word to indicate present perfect tense. That means you have already done something. So the sentence translation is, but I have never been this happy, or I haven't been this happy. Sentence number 3. 第三句这家面馆从来只卖一种东西，牛肉面，因为面做得很好吃，而且不贵。很多新客人变成了老客人，老客人又带来更多新客人。This noodle restaurant only always makes one thing, beef noodle, because they make beef noodles so well and it's not expensive. A lot of new guests become patrons, and patrons also bring a lot more new guests. Now, this sentence is a little different from the previous two, right? Because you notice that 从来 actually is not never here. It is always, which means it's a positive sentence. It indicates positive meaning. I want you to be careful with that. Now, let's break down the sentence word by word. 这家 means this. 家 literally is home or family. That's the most ordinary meaning. However, 家 here is a measure word for a restaurant. If you want to say an Italian restaurant, a Chinese restaurant, or whatever, you can use 家 say it as a measure word. 面馆面 noodle 馆 restaurant are it's just the way people from north will say like that 面馆 but I personally hate it. I just cringe when I hear that word. I would say 面馆这家面馆 this noodle restaurant 从来 always from past to now always 只 means only 卖 to sell 一种 one kind of 种 means kind type or even genre so 一种 means a type of 东西 is stuff and here the stuff would be food 东西 when you want to talk about food we a lot of times say 东西 we don't necessarily say 吃的 or 食物 okay 吃的 or 食物 also are different ways to say food but 东西 is also very colloquial 牛肉面 beef noodle 因为 because 面 noodle 做 to make or to cook 的 is a very important grammar word to indicate a coming descriptive sentence or a descriptive adverb 做得很好吃 literally means cook very tasty because very tasty works as an adverb here to describe 做 to make this verb just like in English okay 面做得很好吃 noodle makes really tasty that's how we say it in Chinese 而且不贵而且 also 不贵 not expensive 很多 many or a lot 新客人 new guests 客人 guest 变成 to turn to 变成了 has turned to because 了 is a word to indicate the completion of an action 老客人 old guests which means a patron 老客人 patron 又 also 带来 bring 带 means to bring 来 means to come so 带来 together just means to bringing 更多 more 新客人 new guests Alright, at the end of this lesson, you know the drill. We always have exercises to practice. So please look at the 3 sentences. We have hints in the brackets. You're gonna finish the blanks. Now, I'm going to review my answer, but please remember it's not the only one. You can give me your alternative answers down below in the comments section. 第一句 Sentence 1很多人一回家就把门一关，从来不关心别人的生活，住了几年还不知道邻居姓什么。很多人一回家就把门一关，从来不关心别人的生活，住了几年还不知道邻居姓什么。A lot of people will shut the door as soon as they get home. They would never care about other people's life. So after so many years living there, they don't even know what their neighbors' family names are. 从来不关心别人的生活 means never care about other people's life. 从来不 never 关心 is care about 别人的others, other people's 生活 life. Sentence number 2. 第二句我经常在电梯里遇到他，可能他也在这座大楼里上班，但是我们从来没有说过话。但是我们从来没有说过话 Or you can say 从来没说过话，从来没说过话。 I want you to know 有 here is not that necessary. You can use it here, but if it's not, that's okay. I always meet her in the elevator. Probably she also works in this building, but we never talked. My answer is 从来没有说过话。过 you notice I talked about 过 a lot. It means the action has already been done. It has happened. 从来没有说过话 have never talked. 说话 means to talk or to speak. Sentence number 3. 第三句你丈夫说话真有意思。是啊，他从来都是这样。是啊，他从来都是这样。Or you can say 从来都这样。是 is not really necessary in here, but if you put it here, it's also colloquial. It's just different speaking habit. 你丈夫说话真有意思。How interesting the way your husband is talking. 是啊 yeah, 他从来都是这样。He's always like this. So 从来 here, it's not never. It means positive. It means always. 他从来都是这样。这样 means this. One little tip that I need to inform you is that when somebody is making a comment, like in this very conversation, speaker A is making a comment of speaker B's husband, and in order to reply properly, you have to acknowledge it or you have to deny it first. That's why I say 是啊 at the beginning of my sentence. I'm not sure if you have noticed that part. I must say 是啊是啊 just to make it sound more natural, more sound like a real conversation. Because just imagine in English, if somebody asks you a do you question or a are you question, I'm sure most of the time you need to say yeah or yes or no or nope, right? And then you explain some supplements, right? That's the same thing in Chinese. So language is really international. If you want to sound very skilled, to sound very smart or very natural, you have to follow what I said. Okay, that is the end of today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed my grammar lesson today. If you do, please subscribe my channel. Please hit the like button. It's free, guys. So make my video popping in other people's page and, just make my video recommended to others. I would be really appreciate. 好了，今天我们的课就到这里结束了。我们下次见，拜拜。